Hey there, folks. Trustworthy Fat Kev Smith. Before we start casting the pods, man, let me try to sell you something first, okay? Do you like me? Do you like my friends Jason Mewes, Ralph Garman? Then guess what? We're coming to a town near you, man. We're coming your way, man. Come see a Smodco show. Tickets at csmod.com. That's SEESMOD.com. Now, if you can't come to one of our shows, you're like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to support this two-bit operation? Well, how about you kick back in your home with some family and friends and loved ones and play Monopoly. Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back Monopoly. That's right, man. You can buy from jayandsilentbob.com, the home of the secret stash, right there online, a signed edition of Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back Monopoly. Me and Mewes sign it, man. Jason Mewes, Jay himself, me, Silent Bob. And the parts are real fun, man. They got a little cock knocker, a little fist, a little Suzanne, a little bluntmobile. It's crazy, man. Get your hands on it. You get drunk, get stoned, and play a round of Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back Monopoly. Available, signed by me and Jason Mewes at jayandsilentbob.com. Now, here comes your Smodco podcast.
Sage, you like snacks, right?
Yeah.
What's your favorite snack?
Different chips.
Chips?
Chips.
Orange chips?
Yeah.
Oh, Doritos you're talking about.
Doritos.
Yeah, Doritos.
I love it. Are you?
Me? I love cupcakes.
I was Dizzy.
Susie?
Yeah.
I think Susie also loves chips. I think she loves orange chips just like you.
What?
Yeah, you guys are the same.
I love two.
But all the chips are for you, right?
Yep.
But, you know what? Those kind of snacks aren't really that good for you. So if you go to naturebox.com/TESD, you can get a free trial of the favorite snacks. They deliver them for free, and they're all natural. Zero artificial flavors, colors or sweeteners, no trans fat, no high fructose corn syrup. You were just telling me earlier you're sick of high fructose corn syrup. You said enough, right?
Yep.
So, if you want delicious snacks like cheddar popcorn, what? Big Island pineapple? Pistachio power clusters? You don't like any of that stuff?
No.
What if they had some orange chips?
Yes.
Okay. Well, we're going to go to naturebox.com/TESD and we're going to see what kind of orange chips they have for you. The good kind. They have over 100 different kinds. 100! Do you know how many that is?
Yeah.
That's if you took 10 regular people who weren't deformed and you counted all their fingers. That would be 100. Now, if somebody, say, were involved in an industrial accident, or they messed around with a drill press, or got their hand caught in a farm thresher, then you wouldn't have 100. But if you got 10 people with 10 fingers, then you got 100 snacks. One snack for each finger. Right? So where are we going to go? naturebox.com /TESD. Do it, baby. Do it now. Do it now. Do it now. Say hi, ants.
Hi, ants.
Alicia, you get good grades, right?
Yeah.
Honor roll?
Yeah.
You must have to read a lot of books to be on the honor roll, right?
Yeah.
What if I told you you don't have to ever read a book again? What would you say? Dad, you're crazy, right?
Yeah.
Dad, you must be insane. What are you talking about? I never have to read a book again.
Yeah.
What if I told you from now on you can listen to your books?
I
Speechless.
think you're crazy.
You think I'm crazy? I'm not crazy. I know I pull your leg a lot. I know I make you think that so I say some outlandish stuff. But what I'm about to tell you is absolutely 100% true. It's no joke. There is a site called audible.com that has books on it that you can listen to. Mind blown, right? Is that I just saw your mind blown face.
Yeah.
This is the most cutting edge technology that's out there right now. I think it was created by aliens. Why you give me the cut it side? Don't go with that angle.
No.
Don't go with the Martian angle because that makes people think that it's cool. All right, take two. Take two.
Do you realize these commercials are like 10 seconds long? Like,
Tell me your idea. What would you do?
I guess-
Someone comes to you and they're like, Alicia Flanagan, tell me what you would do to sell this site called Audible.
Just read what they have on the website.
Do you think anybody's going to go to the site then just because you say what's on, what they have, what the bullet points are, and what the list of the words are? You have to get them. You have to hook them. You got to tell them something that's outlandish and something that's like it's probably not true, but you can't be proven that it's a lie.
What?
All right. How about we do another take then?
How about that?
Try to think of an angle to make Audible sound cool.
Just say they have over 180,000 titles, and for each month you get to pick any audiobook for just $14.95. And you can exchange the title and cancel anytime. You can call for customer support for 24/7, and with this code you can get your first Audible book free.
That sounds like you're reading something. Well, here's the code you got to use, Lee. www.audiblepodcast.com/TESD.
Okay.
You going to go there?
Yeah.
You going to get a book? Don't forget to use that code.
And what book would you recommend?
There's so many good books out there. There's this cool book about this, you probably never heard of it, but it's about this guy. He's like an albino, and he fights crime, and he fights the devil.
What's it called?
It's called A Small Fistful of Dollars. It's pretty good. That's the one I'd get.
Really?
Maybe I'll get that for you when we go on the cruise.
Okay.
And you can listen to it, all right?
Yeah.
All right, thanks, Alicia.
You've never been ashamed about them,
Never.
right? About,
Well, notice I
about
said-
pumping your fist at something really fucking stupid and corny.
Esophagosaurus.
Yeah, I'm like, what's going on? And I look at her iPad, and it's Peter Pan, and she's rubbing her pussy. Yeah, I'd be like,
Disney Peter Pan?
yeah, it's Sandy Duncan.
Tell him, Steve Dave.
Hello, and welcome to this week's edition of Tell 'em Steve Dave. I want to hear some brass here. I want to hear some trumpets.
Why?
Oh, well, cue. It's episode number 250.
Oh, shit. Get
That
out
has
of
to
here.
mean something, right? A quarter of 1,000 episodes?
Yeah? I mean, we could spin this any way we want.
Sure. That has to mean something.
All right.
It means that, well, really when you think about it,
Yeah. It's a lot of
I guess
episodes.
episode 256 should be the meaningful one because that means 5 years of episodes, right?
Sure.
So should we not celebrate this one and just celebrate 256?
I think we should celebrate every episode of Tell 'em Steve Dave. I think there should be trumpets every time
Because
we
you never know if it could be the last one.
That's right. That's right.
You never know.
You never know. Rode my bike down here today. I could have just got creamed by a bus.
Oh, I didn't think that. I just thought
Testing and
because
driving, I could have run you over.
Oh, what a way
I
to
just
go.
thought because one of you guys is in a pissy mood and you're like, that's it, I quit. I don't want to do it no more.
Oh, come on. One time in 5 years, I say, I was like, fuck this fucking podcast. I got to hear about it now.
What a long, strange trip it's been, right? like they say in yearbooks, that sort of thing. Have a good summer, everyone.
Yeah.
Did you ever write anything original in a yearbook? Do you think you ever wrote anything? I don't really recall. Did
I
you
didn't
ask to
write-
get signed a lot? People ask you to sign their yearbook?
Nah, I went to an all-boys school, so nobody did that shit.
Nobody did it.
Yeah.
Did you even get yearbooks, Walt?
I didn't buy a yearbook the last year. I didn't have enough money.
Yeah.
Senior year.
Yeah, it was a pricey investment, and I don't mean it in a way like I hated everybody. It was just like I knew that I probably wouldn't be reminiscing very much about it, the people I was leaving behind. And I don't mean it just the way I didn't really connect with a lot of people.
You? No,
I know, it's hard to believe.
I know. I remember you as being the social butterfly of the class. Yeah. I wonder what good would it be? Would it serve you today? Like if you had that yearbook and you go back and you look at it, like
I guess it just will jar some memories.
Spark some memories. Yeah.
You know what I use it for is when I hear a story about someone in high school, like a fucked up story, and I can't remember who, I go back and I look up the name and I'll be like, oh wow, that fucking guy did that.
Have they just gone digital with the yearbooks now? So like,
I don't think so. No,
probably should, right?
It's something
it's
nice.
Like printing an encyclopedia, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it gives the yearbook staff something to do.
Well, they can still do an online all digital yearbook, couldn't it? You just buy it.
Well, I guess you're
It's a lot
assuming
cheaper.
then everyone has, like, say, an iPad or.
Well, I would think most kids who are graduate. Here's a prediction on the 250th episode. I'm going to go out on a limb here. I'm going to say in 10 years, all high school yearbooks will be digital.
All right. So by then we'll have
bet?
750th episode. We'll be sitting here and talk. I'll take that bet.
That there will be
all
no
digital.
more. Well, that's tough. Not all, because there'll be, I guess.
Well, I understand within the spirit of what you mean.
Yeah, it'll be the norm. It'll be the anomaly. Will be.
I'll take that bet.
Hard copy.
$100.
All right, you're on.
All right, that's on.
Should we have a Tell 'em Steve Dave yearbook?
With just like three of us?
Well, the three of us. You got people love get 'em.
I think the day
names
comes.
of Frank 3.
We could do a TSD Town Almanac.
All right. Well, now you're sniffing a little bit closer, but we haven't really fleshed out.
Tell 'em Steve Dave Town.
Town
This
too
will
much.
flesh it out. The history when it was. What's it called when a town is not incorporated, but a town is
Founded?
Yeah, well, the year it was founded, and the founding fathers. We'll have our declarations in there, the things that were the rules and the
town charter.
Yeah,
and you want to do it digitally?
No.
Oh, come on! This is a physical media kind of guy right here.
Right, I love it.
If I were to get the ball rolling and we were to put the word out for like anybody who does anybody has their experience in book designing.
Are there book designers? There are, right?
Yeah, layout artists. Yeah,
All right. This is good. I'm gonna do a. Speaking of the Four Color Demons, as soon as I have my schedule nailed for San Diego Comic-Con, I'm gonna set a Four Color Demon rally. Walt
with bikes.
Well, whatever you have. With vests and T-shirts.
Where you go?
If you have bikes, yeah.
So if you don't have your T-shirt.
So there's going to be a meetup then.
Like a patches.
Oh, so you need a T-shirt or a patch. That's it.
Well, you don't need anything, I guess. Yeah, you should. I guess we shouldn't acknowledge you unless you're wearing the.
Yeah, because how are you going to tell a charter a member from a non-member?
Yeah, I don't need some fucking asshole off the street just being like, "Hey, man, you guys look like fun to hang out with. We'll stomp you."
You gotta be wearing your colors.
Gotta be wearing your colors, right? So my schedule is being worked out. But
it's going to be like at some sort of bar or something.
Yeah, of course, Walt. At a biker bar, if possible.
No way.
I wouldn't do it at a biker bar.
Saw what happened in Waco.
No, I'll figure it out. But
that wasn't even at a biker bar, was it?
That was like a Bennigan's.
Yeah.
I thought it was called Twin Peaks. It was like some sort of maybe like a strip club.
I thought it was at a TGIF.
Yeah.
No. It was like the place was the sheriff or whatever said that they've been warned many times about letting that element hang out and associate.
Well, how are you supposed to
kind of give them a? That's what I was thinking. It's just like, oh, sorry, banditos, you guys aren't welcome.
Right.
It's like suddenly, you're being dragged behind a fucking Harley.
That doesn't sound.
I should have just let the bandito in. That would have been the better fucking play in that situation.
Fuck the sheriff.
Yeah, I'd be way more afraid of the bandito than the sheriff.
Can I give you guys a movie review?
Absolutely.
I saw Jurassic World.
You saw it before it even came out, huh?
Yeah.
How the fuck do you get in to see Jurassic World before it even begins? You went with Spielberg?
No. I got Universal's very friendly with me because of the Fast and the Furious thing I did. So they let me go see an early screening of it.
So now, to be fair,
Yeah.
there has been some backlash against Jurassic World, as we even touched upon a couple weeks ago. About it may be.
Talk to me about the backlash.
It was so fucking sexist. We couldn't.
Oh, right.
Remember the main character, the male character. I guess he's in Star-Lord. Right?
Yeah.
He was kind of talking a little.
Sure.
Like he sounded a little bit like John Wayne, kind of like that old.
Right.
That old guard, kind of like. Sounded like a.
Right.
Not a current dialogue
Not
that
a
you would expect to hear.
modern-day cisgendered feminist.
So how was it?
I will say, to answer that specific thing, as usual, the knee-jerk, overly PC reaction was ridiculous and silly. The female character had a gun, was shooting pterodactyls off Chris Pratt at one point. She was kicking ass. You know what I mean? So
But how is the movie? Not taking that into factor.
Is one of the most fun movies I've seen in a long, long time.
Really?
Dude, it is.
I'm surprised.
I think you're going to love it.
What can you do differently at this point with Jurassic Park?
Well, that's a good question. They answer it.
Really?
Yeah.
They've done something that you did not expect.
They did something that I did not expect, yeah.
Cool. I don't care what the spoilers are. Give it to me.
All right. I mean, I'll try and keep it. Look, it's going to be a little spoilery, but I'll try and keep the main. Look, you know what happens. You know who survives.
Are you telling me that dinosaurs are in this
Right.
movie?
I mean, at one point, the big twist in this is that Chris Pratt is training the velociraptors.
I got that from the trailers.
And-
that he was working with them, and he was almost like they were like his dogs.
Yes. And to me, when I heard that idea, I was like, it's fucking ridiculous. It's so stupid. It plays
Like
so
a lion
well.
tamer, maybe.
Yeah. It plays so well in the movie that it's fucking on the scene where he's on the bike, the motorcycle. Dude, I am telling you, I had the same reaction.
You got a little corn in you.
Oh, I definitely do.
You're right. You like a little corniness, don't you?
I love a little corniness.
You've never been ashamed about the
Never.
about,
Well, notice I
about
said-
pumping your fist at something really fucking stupid and corny.
As long as it's fun. As long as it's fun, that's all I care about. Right.
I sell comics.
Dude, I am telling you that, but I'll tell you why that scene. You know what? I'm going to do a real spoiler thing. So shut it off if you don't want to know why that scene's awesome.
We don't care.
I just want the people listening because I don't want to hear bitches moaning later on. Okay, when he's riding with the velociraptors, they're going to fight. The big thing is the main dinosaur, the bad dinosaur.
There's a main bad. There's a villain dinosaur.
There's a villain dinosaur.
Come on, Q. What are you talking
I'm
about?
telling you, it's
There's one
fucking
evil
awesome.
dinosaur.
No, he's not evil. He's not evil. He is. What happened was, you tell me, Brian. You be the judge.
Okay.
There's a dinosaur called the Indominus. What happens is the park attendants is going down. So they're like, well, we have
What
to.
world would it ever go down? People are tired of looking at dinosaurs.
That's Chris Pratt's fucking. That's Chris Pratt's point in the whole movie. He's like, they're dinosaurs. You don't have to do this. But every time they get a new attraction, attendance will spike. But they're out of like dinosaurs.
They're out of dinosaur DNA to
Yeah.
make a new dinosaur.
Basically.
Okay.
So what they do is they start making custom dinosaurs out of DNA.
Playing God.
They start mixing and matching dinosaurs.
Now that is against.
All right. Now you see where we're going. Now
Nature.
The Indominus Rex. Enter the Indominus Rex.
Wait, is this like a metaphor for like race mixing and shit?
No. It's actually a metaphor for summer blockbusters and how stupid they are.
Really?
They're like, yeah, they're like
I thought you just said it was awesome.
I said it's fucking fun as shit. Yeah. Look, it's not Casablanca. I am not backing down. I had more fun watching this movie than I have in almost
So they
any
create
movie.
they create a super T-Rex.
And they even make fun of the name because they're like, well, what do they call it? They're like Indominus Rex. And they're like, that's a stupid name. Like Chris Pratt's always there being like, that's
Really? Why
retarded.
is that stupid? I kind of like that.
Nah, but his point is just like, what about the Greek names? Like, you know what I mean? Like all the Esophagosaurus.
Right.
They're like, now you're dumbing down dinosaur names so that people could say it. You know what I mean? So Indominus Rex is there, and B.D. Wong, who was the Asian guy from the first film, is the
playing the same character?
Same character. He's making all these things.
Where's Sam Neill in this?
Sam Neill's not in this.
Is he mentioned?
No.
Where's the return?
Hammond is mentioned a few times, and B.D. Wong is obviously in it. And then, although they do at one point, because the new park is built on the other side of the island from the old park, they do run into the old park.
Do you need to have seen the first 3 Jurassic Parks to enjoy this? Okay,
not at
good.
all. They run into the old.
Do you need a brain
center.
to enjoy it?
You don't. But let me ask you something. Look, all I want when I go see a movie like this is to see some shit I haven't seen before. And at one point,
What? Okay, I haven't heard yet.
But you don't let me finish sentences.
All right.
At one point, there is a 6-way dinosaur fight in which a velociraptor is riding the back of a T-Rex, and they're both fighting the Indominus Rex. It's fucking awesome. I'm looking at it, I'm like, that fucking T-Rex just jumped on another dinosaur's back, and they're going back and forth and shit like that.
That's the WWE fan in you, I think.
That's fine. I'm telling the audience was going berserk. I was going berserk.
You're like the
Right.
you're the everyman.
I'll take that. I'm happy to be that. I'm an ant. I'm an ant,
There
bro.
it is. And that's...
But
You
wait,
couldn't have put it better.
the motorcycle scene. This was like the big
Dinosaurs
twist in
on
the movie.
motorcycles.
I
Four-color
wish
demons.
that would have been fucking great. So they made the Indominus Rex by mixing the T-Rex with various different dinosaurs, and they won't say who they are,
Wow.
right? It's top secret and stuff like that, so you don't find out until later on who he's made out of. So, but he can change, like he's like a chameleon. His skin can change color. He can hide out. He sees thermal. Like there's all this cool shit going on. So now he's riding on the motorcycle, and the fucking raptors are going with him. And it looks, that alone looks cool. But I had that same reaction where I'm like, well, this is a little bit cheesy, but I'm into it. You know what I mean? I'm there. The fucking raptors get up to the Indominus Rex, and they're about to attack it. And then the Indominus Rex turns down and starts like, bark, bark, like talking like a raptor. And then the fucking raptors start talking back to it, and then you're like, holy fucking shit. Like, they put Raptor in the Indominus Rex. Then the Raptors turn on Chris Pratt and his crew and start eating all human. Then it turns into, like, now they're eating people's faces off and shit. Dude, it was so much fun. It was so much fun.
So my guess is that Star-Lord, he rallies up his velociraptors that he could control to go take down the Indominus Rex.
Right.
And
they turn on him.
I'm going to go out and wait.
No, they turn on him. That's what they turn on him.
But I'm going to go on that they turn back.
Something happens later
Turn
on.
back, and the velociraptors that were trained by Star-Lord save the day. I'm going to guess that's what happens.
Well, the big... I don't know how to... I'm just going to ruin this for everybody listening. Is that what I'm going to do?
Go ahead.
I hate doing that, though. At the end...
Oh, there's a spoiler alert.
Yeah,
You said
I know.
it. I mean, you've...
The T-Rex with an assist from an as of yet unnamed dinosaur.
It is funny. The movie hasn't even come out yet.
I know.
We're talking about The Office 2 years after it aired. He's like, spoilers, man!
It's the T-Rex. The T-Rex with an as of yet unnamed dinosaur is the big hero.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
He appears at the end?
Yeah.
In
Well,
the
and
last act?
it's the T-Rex, too, from the first one.
And
It's old. It's like an old T-Rex, and it's got all the scars and shit like that, and the shit goes down. And the appearance of the T-Rex in the movie is, when it comes out to fight, is fucking... It's like, remember those old... it's awesome, dude. You got like... I was like, this is fucking
Don't
cool.
tell me you got goosebumps.
I didn't get goosebumps.
Okay,
No.
thank God.
It was... Dude, it was cool. It was cool as shit.
Well, on a
But
scale of 1 to 10?
people will get goosebumps, and I fully support those goosebumps.
Well, on a scale of 1 to 10?
Yep. Fun movie. On a fun level?
Just a 1 to 10 score.
Shit. I don't want to get nailed down on this one. Just go see the
Come back
fucking
to
movie.
haunt you.
And you know what?
Why can't you give it a
I'm gonna
number?
give it. Well, because look, in terms of a summer fun movie.
No, stop giving all these caveats.
No,
No,
I can't.
qualifying,
I have to qualify because if I say
Why?
it's even if I say it's a 6 and then Casablanca's a 10,
You're
then
telling
I'm
me
saying
that you think it may be a 6 and you gave that much
no.
blowjob
I'm
to
saying
it? To a
if
6?
I say it's a 6, you don't let me finish sentences. If I say it's a 6 and then Casablanca's a 10, then I'm saying what? Jurassic Park 4 is almost as good as Casablanca. It doesn't make any sense. I can't put it on the same fucking...
It's closer to being as good as rather than much worse than.
Yeah, you can't do that. As a summer blockbuster, fun movie to watch, 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10.
Okay, and compared to Casablanca?
I mean, it's good, it's not even the same scale. Compared to Casablanca, no.
Compared to Blanca?
I'll go 6.
So let's average that out. 9, 6, 15. So it's a 7.5.
Sure.
All right.
I loved it.
Wow, that's high.
That is high. For a
telling
movie
you.
that I had really no interest in seeing, I was like, what could they
Yeah.
possibly do?
I mean, you got to check out on a bunch of stuff. Like they get a car. Like they go to the old Jurassic Park and the old Wranglers that's been sitting there for 20 years. They get one running and stuff like that. So like shit like that, you got to be like, all right, you got to give them that. At one point, she's out running a T-Rex in high heels. You got to give that.
Yeah.
You know, you got to give out shit like that. But aside from that, and it's got humor in it, like
what
funny
movie
stuff.
don't you have to give a little bit?
Exactly. It was fucking awesome, dude. It was awesome. I'll go see it again. I'm gonna go see it again.
Where'd you see it at?
I saw it at an IMAX 3D in Manhattan.
Just a special viewing for
It was a
bigwigs?
screening, not bigwigs. No, it's like radio stations. They give away like tickets and stuff like that.
He's too on. He was playing. I thought he may be on that fucking dinosaur high. You may not realize. Walk right into it.
No, but I don't understand how like that doesn't sound fun to you. Like that.
I've seen it before. That's all I've.
You've
all I
seen
think
a
it was, I've seen this.
velociraptor riding T-Rex fighting a genetically made human dinosaur.
Like 3 times today. At least. Yeah.
I never saw it before.
Just because he's riding on his back, I don't know if that's enough for me to be like, wow, I can't believe that.
It's enough for me.
I remember your review of when the first one came out was you were enraged at the storyline or the theme of like I hate kids, I love kids.
Yeah, I mean, like it was
so Spielberg.
Yeah,
so
Spielberg. This one doesn't feel Spielbergy. There's a lot of blood.
There's not really a lot. There is blood. There is more blood than I would have thought.
PG-13.
I imagine it's got to be. The scene with the pterodactyls swooping down and eating people is fucking legitimately like, holy fuck, that's fucked up.
Didn't they do that already when they went to San Diego?
No, that was just a T-Rex.
It was just T-Rex.
There's a woman who gets picked up by a pterodactyl, then dropped. Another pterodactyl swoops. She's screaming the whole time. I was like, this is pretty intense for kids. It's not played for laughs. She gets picked up. The first pterodactyl dropped her. The second one swoops in and gets her. Then drops her on the ground. She rolls. A third one comes and picks her up. Then that one drops her in the water. She's swimming in the water where you know that the swimmy dolphin is. A pterodactyl comes in, grabs her, gets her out. Then the swimmy fucking guts her and eats her.
I've seen that little cut.
It's pretty intense.
It's like a 3D kind of shot.
Yeah, but you see her getting eaten after she's been eaten by 3 other dinosaurs, and she's getting like banged up. It's pretty intense shit.
Though, right?
No, but I'm just saying in terms of the ratings, I was like, as a kid, I was like, that kids would be scared, but it's pretty fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And there are some bits with the 2 kids in it where you're like,
there's kids in this one too.
Oh,
yeah,
of course.
Yeah.
Christ.
Well, he's a teenager and he's an annoying fucking dick, and they call it out a little bit. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they do a lot of right things in it. They do. I liked it. Stamp of approval.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see if it stands a like. Did you like the first one?
Yeah, I love the first one.
Do you still sit there? Would you still think of it as the same movie you saw when you saw the first one back when you were so young?
I think that I've seen it too much over the course of my life to be a judge of that.
Okay.
I watch it about once a year. I like Jurassic
I can't believe how
Park.
many times it's been on lately, though. Just because
Well, it's because the
new
4th
movie's
one's coming out.
Yeah. Since we're talking dinosaurs, is there a chance you could ever really do it? I mean, I would think with science now, like DNA would have to be in some of those fossils. If they could do it, would you want them to do it?
Yeah.
See what happens. It never goes right.
In the movies, but I mean, I'd like to see. What if they just made herbivores?
Plant eaters?
Yeah.
They might start knocking shit down.
They're pretty big, aren't they? I mean, like a brontosaurus?
Yeah. Well, that's the other thing. That's how they made the Indominus Rex a bad guy. He was killing just for sport, not for... So he killed a bunch of brontosauruses.
Evil.
Yeah. He was... Well, actually, you know what? Actually, I thought you would have appreciated this. Because when they show it, it's in a paddock. It's in its own cage. It never has any human contact. It never has any contact with anything. Chris Pratt's just like, so you've locked it up by itself for its entire life with no positive reinforcement whatsoever. Like, you guys don't think that that's fucking dangerous? And I was like, wow, that's actually a pretty good psychological. Like, it's been in fucking solitary confinement its entire life.
Yeah.
But would you think it was going against nature for a man to bring back a dinosaur?
No.
How could you not think it's going against nature? Nature has deemed it not.
Yeah, but airplanes are fucking against nature. We weren't meant
But
to fly.
nature actually.
I saw Mike
Put
and
this
Ming
out.
doing something against nature earlier today.
But nature has deemed dinosaurs. Their time is done. Who are you to fucking bring back a dinosaur?
Nature also made diseases to kill people.
Scientist.
I know, like I got a beaker set and fucking.
I want to see this. I want to see this. I want to see this dinosaur.
Herbivore. I want to see a herbivore ride a velociraptor and then toss a bitch around, toss her in the water, and then eat her.
Yeah.
And
I don't understand. Is your position that you don't want to see that?
Oh no, I definitely want to see.
Yeah,
that.
so
You don't think it's
I'll be right
against
by
nature,
you.
though?
Yeah.
You can't play God like that.
But so is curing cancer against nature. So is fucking curing diseases against nature.
Yeah. Yeah, where do you
on
draw the
same
line?
Scale?
I'd say once you're going to plant that flag of this is against nature, you either got to
But
do it for everything
nature
or do
really
it
has
not.
said, this is it, you're extinct.
Yeah, but
Now
nature
you're going to
said,
come in and be like, with your arrogance and your like, oh, know-it-all attitude,
yeah,
I'm going to defy nature.
yeah, I'm fine with that.
You deserve whatever comes your way.
Yeah. Would you try to cure dinosaur cancer?
You really should rethink that. You shouldn't answer that question that quick.
No,
That right
I'm
there
ready. I've had 22 years.
It's so ignorant to say that quickly. You have to
The
get that.
tide
Has
is going
to
to
be,
really turn against
you
him.
really got that. Should be a question that should be really thought about a lot longer than
Right.
too quick an answer.
All right.
Because you're just thinking about it in terms of pure,
just fun.
entertainment value. No different than if you see him on the screen.
I'm all right with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all circling the drain
What
anyway.
kind of life will that dinosaur have? Being the one of its only kind, they'll never be able to really. It's just a freak.
Do you think it knows that?
It's just a freak.
It's like an emo dinosaur.
Fucking
It's like
elephant man.
It's like cutting its trunks and shit.
Fucking hobbling along the streets of Victorian
what's wrong
England.
with that dinosaur?
Yeah.
He's depressed.
Yeah, man. He's melancholy. People don't understand him.
It's a good movie. I really enjoyed it. I really loved it. And I don't think I really spoiled anything.
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
The whole movie, pretty much.
I don't think so. Because you know what? I felt a little stupid afterwards, not realizing that the Indominus Rex would have Velociraptor in it. Yeah. That was the big surprise for me. And then afterwards, I was like, that was actually kind of obvious. Why didn't I? I was like doubting my.
Don't get down here. You're just having fun. You're caught up.
I was having a blast.
Yeah.
And also, it should be said, although I'm not backing down from my review of the movie, my love of the movie, that I had about 5 beers in me before I would go to see it.
Caveat after caveat.
No. I stand by it. 100%.
Now, were you the only one in the theater? Or were there more?
Joe Gatto saw it with me. He loved it just as much. So, and Chris Lodondo too.
Joe Gatto doesn't follow Tell Him Steve Dave. What's up with him?
He doesn't?
He's too cool. Yeah, all the other Jokers do.
Oh, I don't know. What do you follow him?
Of course. Support the Jokers.
Shit, I don't know what to say.
Why wouldn't I?
I don't have an answer. Don't get upset. Don't even worry about it.
Speaking of following and stuff, can I make a plea for you to follow somebody, to let someone follow you that you blocked?
Sure.
That guy Bronson.
Bronson? Who's that?
Yeah, Sunday Jeff told me that you blocked somebody that he was having a Twitter fight with.
That Jeff was?
You're like, no, he was just talking to, and he was talking good natured, and you came in and were like, you're fucking blocked, asshole.
When was this?
The other night.
Oh, I don't know. I mean,
were you maybe not of sound mind a couple nights ago that you're not remembering?
Did you have 5 beers?
No, I mean, I hardly go on Twitter at all. So
he was an old school ant, and he took it really hard. Jeff said,
"Really? I'm gonna have to look this up while we're talking about it because I have no recollection of. I normally don't block people.
It sounds like you were talking with Sunday Jeff too. You guys are having a conversation back and forth.
Probably, yeah.
And you don't remember it?
No, I didn't.
A little alarming.
Let me hold on. Let me find. Okay, here are my tweets. This was when?
Like Tyler Durden.
Okay, let's see.
That would be alarming if you don't remember this.
Let's see what day it was.
That's kind of like spooky shit, like your out of body experiences.
Yeah, I probably
tweeting.
Oh, Charles B.
He was devastated.
He obviously, as 8 hours ago, he mentioned it.
Yeah. So could you unblock him and then that'll be the end. We'll just forget about it.
So that's it. I've bought so much Tell 'em Steve Dave shit over the years. People really need to be disabused of the notion that if you bought stuff that you can just fucking say anything you feel like.
I don't think he said anything that bad though.
No, he must have deleted a tweet because he said something like it was about Get 'em. and that he's like, I'll go back and listen to the old episodes before Tell Him Steve Dave jumped the shark.
He was fooling around. He was being. You got it. Like it's hard to get inflection on that thing, isn't it?
Maybe.
Yeah, give him a break.
All right, you're gonna rally for this guy.
So Jeff said if in a stand with this guy.
Oh, that's right, because he fucking.
So what did he say?
Because he was fucking all condescending to me. He's like, you guys just had the JTS discussion not long ago, Mr. Credible. Like he was being a condescending little dickhead. That's why he got slapped down.
That's unhealthy to have that kind of mindset where you're like.
I'm all for just blocking people who annoy you.
Yeah, I agree. It's just like why do I want to? But there's no reason to say that shit. It's like, oh, I'm old school. I bought stuff, therefore I can fucking say that you jumped the shark and your show sucks.
He was being sarcastic.
I don't think so. He definitely.
You can't tell sarcasm through a tweet, though. For
Sunday Jeff. People are like, hope you reconsider this. I remember Bronson from the early days. I actually remember he was the guy who had our official spokesman,
Johnny Schramm.
Yeah.
What happened to Johnny Schramm?
I don't know.
I haven't heard that name in years.
All right, Charles B.
Wow.
How about we what's it called? Would you devote something, or you?
I unblocked him. I'm not dedicating the fucking. We dedicate
the episode 250 to Johnny Schramm.
Why?
To Johnny Schramm?
Yeah, just in memory of Johnny Schramm, what it used to be.
Sure.
Yeah, we hardly remember him at all, but sure.
What else you got, Fry?
Not much.
Not much. Okay.
Actually, you know what I did? This will make you happy, Walt. It's going to start out sounding boastful, but will end in humiliation.
Okay.
That's the way I like it.
I went to the Rob Zombie show the other day at the Starland Ballroom.
Oh, nice.
It was packed to the fucking gills.
That's a small venue for a star of his stature.
It really was. I mean,
why is he playing there?
I don't know. I think maybe because they do like small show, like comedians, like they'll do small shows and then they'll go out and they'll do like. I mean, I don't think Zombie does arenas, but like big theaters.
Right.
So I had lunch with a friend of mine. I won't drop the name because
yeah, you will. I know you won't. You can't bear not to drop the name after you said it. Now.
I won't drop the name.
Okay, let's see. Let's see. You can go the whole episode. I'll say who you went to lunch with.
Okay.
I don't think it could be done. I think it'll fucking torture you.
I'll give you.
No hints. Just say you went to a friend. That's all that needs to be said. Just let it go at that.
Okay, so I went to lunch with my friend.
Okay.
And my friend.
Dying to say who
my friend. Not at all. My friend, because I didn't have tickets because they sold out.
Right.
And they were expensive, and I didn't ask my friend to get me tickets, but he offered anyway.
Okay.
During lunch, and this is what he gave me.
What is that?
An all-access stage.
Whoa!
Backstage pass.
All areas. I could have taken a shower with Rob Zombie.
Wow! All right.
Okay.
Nice.
So I walk into the little area, which is like if you're I never know stage right or stage left. You're looking out towards the crowd. Suzanne and I were stage right.
So you got two of them
sitting in this. Yeah, sitting in one, and then you get an escort. Sitting in this little area where it's the photographer. The guy who gives them their guitars and like the sound guy in case something goes with the sound.
Sure.
And we were sitting on the what do you call it? Like the gear boxes or whatever. The
gearbox.
The road box. The road.
Sure, like those black lock boxes. Yeah.
And I mean, you couldn't ask for a better seat in the house. But to get there was security guard after security guard, second guessing my pass, audibly hearing like, why do they have it? And the other person going, I don't know.
You look like you definitely would be like a Rob,
like Zombie. A rocker,
yeah,
like that. Like I look like I was Rob Zombie a little bit.
Yeah, but also, why do they care that much?
Yeah.
I don't know, but
you look like some biker that befriended Rob Zombie.
Right. He's not my friend, though. I'm not saying Rob Zombie's my friend.
What do you mean?
I didn't go to lunch with Rob Zombie.
Oh, I know it's killing him. Like he's
I don't need
back.
to say it.
He's bringing it back to it because I'd forgotten about it.
No, I thought you were implying that I went to lunch with Rob Zombie. Oh, no.
You know, like there's. I would not think the security guard would be second guessing. It would be like you'd have to look like a fucking bookworm to be second guessed at a Rob Zombie. I think to have all that access. Like something so with a bow tie. And
I look like Wormser from Return of the Nerds.
Right? I mean, you walking in, I would not think. Are you sure you're just not like?
No, I'm 100%. Yeah, I'm just like, why is everyone persecuting me? I promise you, I wouldn't bring it up unless it was so standout weird.
Really?
Like how many? Like even parking.
I'm tired of being judged by my fucking beard's appearance.
Yeah, man. What do you need? A fucking bow tie? Do I need a bow tie?
It's him and a fucking dinosaur in a field, just fucking crying about.
We're freaks.
Crying about life. We're freaks, Dino Val.
So much so that they were checking to see if it was counterfeit. Like if I had made it, they were looking for a hologram. But I think it was because, like I said, it was me, Suzanne, and then literally like 3 other guys with the band. So it must be rare. Like it was more rare, like a more rare pass than
rarefied air.
Yeah. And I knew Walt would enjoy the non-recognition that I received.
Although from the guard, you mean?
From the guard, not once, to the point where they like were double and triple checking just to make sure that I shouldn't be, or I should be there. The crowd, the common man, when I mixed with them,
I gotta imagine that.
They knew who I was. I took a lot of pictures and stuff, but it wasn't a hero's welcome.
Okay.
From security.
It happens.
It was a good show, though. And Suzanne got
Wait, that's the humiliation?
Suzanne got her arm stomped by Rob Zombie,
That's the humiliation. Yeah, you've come a long way since Tell 'em Steve Dave episode number 1.
I kind of felt like an asshole.
Let's go flashback to episode number 1.
Okay.
Think about how fucking dour he was. And now in episode 250, you're like, a security guard didn't mention me. The utter humiliation.
No, not one security guard. I'm talking about 5.
On my way with the all-access pass
I'll just
to the side of the stage, somebody didn't recognize me.
I'll sit back.
Still got there, still watched the show from the best seats in the house, but the humiliation was unbearable.
That is some journey.
All right.
I'll just wait.
That's what passes for humiliation around here these days. 2 years ago, he was talking about a finger up his ass from a doctor, drug addiction. Now it's like...
If it were one security guard just giving it like a second glance, I'd say okay. But the mini meeting that they had did make me feel like kind of a little bit of a dick in front of Suzanne.
In front of Suzanne?
It made you feel bad in front of Suzanne?
A little bit of a dickhead that they were so bent on proving that like I don't know because it's just like look I have it like why do you need to keep checking and rechecking?
So you don't think anybody should have been rechecked, or do you think that just you shouldn't have been rechecked because you're Brian Johnson?
There was nobody else to recheck though.
But let's say somebody else had one. Should they? So you're saying that they shouldn't have went through the same scrutiny
over and over?
Yeah, nobody should have gotten that treatment.
Nah,
nobody should have been checked and rechecked.
It wasn't. No, it wasn't.
Well, you can get that close to fucking zombie that you could get stomped on.
It was more
like they should just be like, it doesn't.
It was
matter.
more the incredulousness of the security guards that like them, like they literally were like them. Like I heard them say it, but it's just like I didn't. That's what I didn't understand.
They didn't recognize you. Maybe they did.
That's even worse.
Yeah, that could be. Yeah.
Him?
I hadn't thought of it that
way.
Show. That guy from that show, you're right. That probably was the situation.
How did Suzanne get stomped? Did she get hurt? Or
no, well, it bruised her elbow a little, but like Rob Zombie. And I got to say, like to the roadies, they should lock those wheels because like he stepped out onto the case, like, so he could get closer to the audience a little bit. And it started to roll, the case. So like a true hero, I held it in place so Rob Zombie would be safe.
Nice.
But she had her elbow up on it, and he just came out so fast, and he gets like
living dead hero.
Yeah. And then I sent Sage to school in his tour shirt the next day, and she got in trouble for it
again.
Yeah. But it was because it was
Sticking it to the man.
It was
I'm gonna get the man back today.
Yeah.
I may have the man.
You shit on me last night.
But I'll get the man back tomorrow. Eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth.
Yeah, I made sure to let them know. I'm like, I didn't pay for this, you know. Actually, I did pay for the shirt, but
So let's say,
the number
let's say
of things
I go.
on that. Okay,
Let's say I go and I got the backstage pass.
like a Paramore. You didn't get questioned at Paramore. You were you were on stage with him practically.
No, not at all. But
he got yelled at by security to put his phone away.
Treatment.
Yeah.
Should you feel I should have had that right to be that kind of like? I'm like, I feel humiliated. You really?
If it was this one little area, you immediately sat down and made no trouble, and they kept rechecking the pass, like to see if it was counterfeit, maybe a little bit. I would be like, that's weird. Not that they should recognize you, but it's like once it's been established, you know what I mean?
Did you say anything to him?
No. What am I going to say?
Nothing.
What am I going to say? Oh, I'm Brian John. Like, let me tell you who I am. It's even worse. It's 10 times worse.
Yeah, but
I'm pulling up my fucking Google images.
But you weren't like, guys, what's the problem here? Like, I have the pass. Why you like? I'm not saying be like, I'm Brian Johnson, but just be like, what's the fucking problem? Like, why?
No,
I mean,
no. I sat back because I wanted to tell you. Guys.
All right.
Yeah,
That
I let it play out.
Yeah, that's good. I like that. Yeah.
Yeah, eventually, I did take a shower with Rob Zombie. I just have to thank my friend Piggy D for fucking.
I knew he couldn't do it.
Couldn't do it.
I told you. I called it.
You did.
He was no way. He was not going to fucking drop that name.
I'll cut it out, baby.
You guys want to put Declan to work on the episode 250?
Yeah, let's do it.
Finally.
Some thunderclaps from Baron von Flanagan.
Oh shit.
Ooh, okay.
Huh?
Yeah.
I got some fucking humdingers, haymakers.
Yeah.
To make your jaw drop, it says.
Yeah, and this is from an aunt. I can't remember his name. There's a really cool aunt who dropped by, and he gave me this book, and he actually said, maybe you can use some of these for Baron von Flanagan segment.
Wow.
And that's what I'm going to do right now.
I love the ants.
They're fucking pretty good people.
They're the best. They're just the best. The amount of like the photos I've seen of the Four Color Demons, it's growing beyond us. You know that, right? The Four Color Demons.
How could it grow beyond us?
Like people are getting together and hanging out and going on motorcycle runs and stuff like that. They're putting photos up on Twitter and Facebook and whatnot.
That's what you wanted. That's what you envisioned.
That's what I envisioned. It's starting.
Your vision has come to life. How do you feel?
I feel pretty
As
good.
the founder.
I feel fucking good. That's what I want. That's what I want. So I feel pretty good. So I love the ants. Love them, love them, love them.
Okay, Dak. I don't know if I have any Baron von Flanagan music to start it with. But if you and Jay Sarge aren't busy making Maxwell's music and sound effects, maybe you guys.
Yeah, I know. If you're not too busy
something
with
else.
fucking Maxwell's house, fucking primping and preening it, getting it ready for fucking air, maybe you could whip up a little something. Wow. For Walt.
Hey, no one is fucking free of fucking getting in the barrel.
Yeah.
Not Brian Johnson.
Nope.
Yeah.
Certainly not Brian
If
Johnson.
I'm not, yeah. If I'm not, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, those guys don't stand a chance. All right.
Welcome to Baron von Flanagan's mind-shattering tidbits of terror.
Q.
Yes. You want to explain what it is again for the people?
Well, this is where I bring some fucking really, I would think, things that you've never knew about, and that may or may not split your cranium in half with the awe
Right.
on the weight of the fact that I deliver.
These are things that are going to have to be thought about, not like, hey, would you bring a dinosaur back? It's like,
You may not be able to drive that
Oh,
bike
it's my
home.
turn again?
Your cranium may be swollen, and you may not get that
we
motorcycle
just got on Declan.
And to start off, the first tidbit, since it's episode 250 and we haven't mentioned our fourth member yet.
Yeah.
During Hitler's years in power, Mein Kampf was given away free to every newlywed couple. Imagine that on a honeymoon.
reading from
You
that.
get that first. You read a passage from Mein Kampf, and then you get in there.
Yeah, you get all hot and bothered. Yeah, that's a weird one. I've never read it. I don't know how it opens.
Is that a lubricant?
Maybe for the right
back
people.
Then, I meant.
Yeah, for
was
the right
it back
people.
then? Was that like their Viagra?
What fucking book could you possibly read? I mean, even a Penthouse Forum letter, maybe.
50 Shades of Grey, maybe would be today's. I think book that the missus may bring along on the trip. In case
That's
you're not
true.
Doing your job.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not doing my job.
Should I run in the bathroom and read a couple chapters real quick?
Yeah. Like Suzanne runs in and reads a few chapters of Mein Kampf, comes running back out.
Wow,
she's like, my struggle.
You're super ready.
Yeah, I'm like, oh my God. There's like a slug just fucking crawled across the floor. What are you reading over there? Does that say Hitler?
I don't care.
Yeah, whatever.
Whatever it takes.
Quickly.
What do you think about that, Q? I mean, if you had to...
Right. I called up some Mein Kampf quotes from the book because none of us have ever read it.
No.
Is it directly linked to like anti-Semitism or not?
I think yeah.
Is it? I don't know.
I would think it has to be, right?
Well, he's got. Want to hear some quotes from Mein Kampf?
Oh, and
or is this going to put us on an FBI list?
But to retro, I forgot that there's supposed to be a thunderclap after every.
Right.
Thunderclap by Declan has to put in after everyone in case he's listening and forgot.
Right.
Like he forgot to put Ming's.
Podcast up that time.
Groundhog's Day story at the end.
Oh, did he forget to do that?
Yeah, he forgot to do that.
Oh, good job, Declan. What do you want? I'm busy with Maxwell's house.
All right, what do you got? What's the quote?
All right.
What's the one that's going to get me... What's the closest one that may get me aroused on my honeymoon?
Like you throw the blue pill to the side, you read this, and you're ready for action.
Whoa.
What got Eva Braun fucking...
He didn't really go in that way. Let's see. A lot of it is about victory and war.
Which is like just a metaphor for what's going to happen on the honeymoon.
Yeah. The battlefield being the puss.
Well, here's one. I don't know. I don't know if I understand it exactly. It says, kill, destroy, sack, tell lies. How much you want after victory, nobody asks why. That doesn't make any sense. What the fuck are you talking about, Hitler? If you win, you need not have to explain. If you lose, you should not even be there to explain. So maybe does that get anybody's juices flowing?
He pretty much followed that rule.
He did.
You know, he took his words to heart. He followed what he preached.
Do not compare yourselves to others. If you do, you are insulting yourself. Is that getting your loins girded?
I don't know.
If you want to shine like the sun, first you have to burn like it. Jesus Christ, Hitler was like a little emo fucking pisshole himself.
He's like that little fucking dinosaur out in the field.
This is a famous one, right? If you tell a big enough lie and tell it frequently enough, it will be believed.
I don't think that was him, though, was it? I don't think so. I think he stole that.
It is not the truth that matters, but victory. He's a bitch.
It's not the truth that matters, but victory.
He is a goofy bitch.
Well, I mean, you wonder how many of the books that were given away for free on the honeymoon, how many couples used it? Did they read it?
Oh my God. I mean, you would have to be... It would be the same as if, like, say, you got married and Obama gave you a book that he wrote. Would you not be like, well, one, this is really weird. And two, I mean, I guess he's not handing to them personally, but like, I guess churches and stuff were supplied with them.
You know, to get on the bestseller.
His sales numbers, yeah. You know what? That could be it. Like the New York Times of his day, he wanted to be number one, which I guess would have been the New York Times.
All right, Q, number 2.
Yeah.
This one's a little hot button. I don't want to offend anybody. This is a fact. And you don't hate Barron for saying it. Because, you know, he's just reading.
Okay.
The numbers that are in print here.
Okay.
500,000 Italians visit an exorcist every year.
500,000 Italians visit an exorcist.
Astonishing.
It's not. The Italians are a very superstitious people.
Yes.
Religious.
Right?
Religious as hell.
Religious, not superstitious.
No, they're
religious.
also very superstitious with the Maloik. And,
the spitting and the face brute and all this stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, Italians are well, especially older school Italians are well known for being highly superstitious.
And the church is, I guess, a lot like feeding into it.
And so, wait, they see a psychic? You said
An exorcist.
Oh, 500,000 see an exorcist. That's
An exorcist.
500,000 people think another person is possessed enough that they need to.
Or they are.
Wow, and that's so rare, right? To allow an exorcism.
That's what it says here. It says 500,000 Italians visit an exorcist every year.
Wow.
I think that if you were born in Italy, I would have to think that by now, at some point, your mom or dad would have taken you to an exorcist.
Why?
Well, when I was young, now?
Yeah, I think.
Or exercise me from drugs at a certain point?
No, I just think maybe with some they may think that there may be some of your problems may be caused by demons.
I don't know. Was I that awful?
No. But I'm saying, but I think that
you mean psychiatric shit? They're some demon snuck into his
automatically
head.
Is
bedeviled.
Yeah, that you got the devil in you. That's why you're not happy.
The boy's bedeviled, Pam. We gotta exercise him. No. He's fat. We gotta exercise him. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. They never sent me to a shrink. They hardly took care of me at all. So I don't know.
Now, I didn't do a lot of church, but you did, Q, right? Growing
up, yeah.
If there was a lot of exorcism talk, I may have gone to church. Is that what they talked about on
Fucking
Sunday?
zero exorcism talk.
No, you missed nothing.
Why aren't they
boring bullshit?
Why aren't they bringing this every Sunday, talking about demons and exorcisms and stuff? This is what'll get people this will get them sitting up straight.
Yeah.
Right? This will wake them up and in a half hour the Giants game's on. No. I want to stay a little bit. I don't care about the Giants game. I want to hear about some exorcisms.
Yeah, they're going to exorcise that fat guy in a little while.
They definitely downplayed the supernatural aspects. It just seemed like a money grab when I was there.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, the most egregious example being the special children's envelopes where it's give me your money,
a quarter.
Yeah,
little quarter envelopes and 50-cent envelopes suggested 75 cents.
Molest the shit out of you.
Yeah, they never did that.
See, that would definitely make someone go, "He's demonically possessed." That kind of comment. You should have a cross on your fucking forehead right now.
I know.
I bet you.
Throwing holy water on me.
It may leave a mark.
I do remember being scared of going to hell, though. Like Pam and the Reverend and shit talking about hell is what you hate the worst.
Then they were doing their job. Then it should be scared. You should be scared to go to hell. You know what they do in hell, right?
Well, you mean a place that
only your ass is fucking. Right. Only your ass is physical in hell.
Everything else is just a ghost.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Look at that little bit of your torso.
Just a bunch of asses fucking floating around, it looks like. Oh, wow. All right.
Demons
it's like 50 Shades of Grey down there.
All right, so no other thoughts?
Wow.
Next? I mean, do you believe in exorcism? Do you like the Exorcist and stuff like that? You don't think it's possible? No, not a chance in hell that the devil exists?
Not as it's been. No, I don't think so.
Haven't you seen some shit though that you're like, I don't know. It looks pretty fucked up.
Like what?
Like stuff on online, like that. It was an Italian girl actually. They did like a pseudo documentary about it. The case that the case that the Exorcist girl was based on, I think it was actually a boy. But, Sybil was supposedly true, too, and that ended up being bullshit.
Come on.
Oh,
but how do you explain
it, though? You don't believe in split personalities either? Or multiple personalities?
No, that that's scientifically, that's a thing, so I believe in that. I've never seen it, but I believe that,
How rare do you think it is?
It's got to be pretty rare.
Yeah, I think it's pretty rare. I'll look it up, but I think it's called isn't it called dissociative disorder now?
Who knows? Every week they change it because of fucking
some PC fool.
While you're looking it up, I'll give you the next one.
Okay.
A bite from the Brazilian wandering spider results in an erection that lasts for several hours.
Heard this before.
They should have instead of giving the Mein Kampfs.
Yeah,
they
like
should have gave
sick
out
a Brazilian
spider on them. Not so bad, right? Like if you're going to get bit by a spider, that's the one to get.
Yeah,
right?
That's definitely the one.
That's the one to get. You might as well.
Hey, go get a couple of lap dances, chill out. 7 hours later, you go about your way. It's all right.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen some stuff on Animal Planet. There's a lot worse spiders out there than the Brazilian one.
Yeah, like the brown recluse and shit. Yeah, like a spider will like a little nip, and then next thing you know, you have this giant fucking like boil on your neck, filled with pus and shit. It's disgusting.
Now, what do you think causes the erection? Is it because it touches all your erogenous zones, all the poison?
I don't know.
It might feel fucking amazing then.
What happens if it bites a woman? Nipples?
Yeah.
Oh, their nipples get all pert. Nice.
Same thing, right? It's all attached to the same system.
I have no clue.
It says here the prevalence. It's called dissociative identity disorder. Prevalence is between 1 and 3% of the general population.
Wow, that's actually a lot. 1 in 3?
And 1 in 5% in inpatient groups in Europe and North America. It's diagnosed more frequently in North America than the rest of the world, and is diagnosed 3 to 9 times more in females than males. I think that's because like females are more likely to get like sexually assaulted and stuff, like especially as children, and that's when that kind of thing develops. They disassociate or like leave their bodies, and fucking scumbags. Not the girls, of course. Yeah.
Q.
Yeah.
No one has ever seen a giraffe swimming in the history of the world.
Really?
They don't swim?
No one's ever seen one.
Can I go to YouTube for that and just see?
You guys aren't supposed to use modern day technology in Baron von Flanagan. You just accept what I say as gospel.
No, I do. I believe you. I just want to see if, like, since...
You would think that a giraffe could go in the water, though. Its neck is so small, you would think that it doesn't matter how deep it is.
Like
standing in water is different from swimming, right?
Across the ocean and shit.
I mean, the first thing that comes up is a giraffe in a swimming pool.
He's swimming around?
I mean, there's a couple... I think they're just walking in the water.
Yeah, that's not exactly swimming.
That's to me that would be qualified. Like if I saw that, I'm like, if you show me that picture, like, what do you see right there? I'd be like a giraffe swimming.
Yeah, look, he's in the water up to the fucking neck.
I apologize, ants. This is the first time that
Baron von Flanagan
has ever
fucked
been
up.
proven wrong.
No thunderclap for you.
Took 250 episodes, but I got egg on my face.
We could edit it out, I guess. But these could be photoshopped. We don't know. This isn't definitive proof that you're wrong.
Oh, thank you, Q.
No problem, buddy. I like giraffes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why?
No, I dig them.
What do you mean you dig them?
I like them as an animal. Like, I think they're cool.
Did you see that lion that attacked that lady? She was the American tourist.
Yeah.
And jumped through the window and shit.
Yeah.
What's your feeling about that? Keep the windows rolled up?
Well, I mean, of course, keep the windows rolled up. But I know some people have jumped on her and been like, she's a fucking idiot, blah, 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 blah.
Right.
But to me, I'm just like, I don't know. I probably would have done the same thing, too.
Well, I understand rolling down the window a little bit that you're trying to take the picture out of.
Right.
But when the other window that your back is to is also rolled down, that seems like not a great idea.
Yeah. Look,
you can't go so far as to be like, oh, she fucking deserved it.
No. People have said, I've seen people say that, though.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, that seems a bit harsh.
It does.
To me.
Yeah.
Feel bad for her. I mean, what a fucking shitty way to go.
Really? Do you have those feelings inside? Like, I have the feeling of like, wow, it was fucked up, but not like, oh, I feel bad for her.
If I think about it, if I stop to be like, God, what a horrific final moments.
Yeah.
You know, if you spend...
Because she got snuck. She didn't even know it was coming.
I mean, she probably saved a fucking months to go on that safari, and then...
Yeah.
I mean...
They said she traveled a lot. She was like a digital effects person. Do you watch Game of Thrones?
Yeah.
Did you watch the last episode?
Yes.
A little bit of a spoiler. What did you think about her riding that dragon around? Did you think that looked pretty terrible?
Oh, it didn't look good. No,
it didn't. It looked
but the effects on Game of Thrones have always looked that way. The wolves always look fucking horrible.
The wolves don't look good, but there's a lot of stuff. I think that I love the opening credits. How they basically are showing you how they build it.
The game, it's cool.
It's really cool. But you know what was the best fucking part? I was talking to Declan about it as he wasn't doing Tell Him Steve Dave and was working on Maxwell's house. The White Walker kids.
Oh, it was creepy as shit, wasn't
Holy
it?
shit, that was my favorite moment from any episode.
It was great.
Yeah.
It was great. Did you watch Banshee yet?
I haven't, not yet. Is it on Netflix?
No, you got to get it on iTunes or Cinemax.
Oh, iTunes, okay.
It's fucking great. Love that show.
Banshee. Let me write it down because I'll forget.
Yeah.
All right, Baron, what do you say?
Oh, sorry. The TV.
The TV talk puts you down.
TV talk. Well, I think this one's got to get you going, Q.
All right.
1 in 10 women cares more for a fictional man than for her own man.
Yeah, I think I've dated a bunch of those.
I think I'm currently with
Well, whose fault is that?
It's mine.
Right?
It's completely mine.
Only look at the man in the mirror. If you're a woman, cares more for like fucking Peter Pan.
Wait, Peter Pan?
Yeah, I'm like, oh
That's
my
who
god,
you
that's
picked?
who you're losing to. You can't even tell if it's a girl or a boy.
Well, you got a lot to look in the mirror and apologize for if she's into Peter Pan over you or any fictional character.
I would agree.
Who do you think that can you really say
Well, I
with
think
all
I
honesty,
I think I could say
true?
with all honesty that they appeared not to care about me very much. So I'm assuming that was going into Peter Pan. I think that was going to
fictional
Neverland.
character. See, I think, like in my experience, it was more another real person than a fictional character. But we say 1 in 10? That's not that much. 10%.
1 in 10 women care more for a fictional man than their own man.
Yeah, but a lot of those men are probably. We're not talking. Tell him Steve Dave caliber men here. We're talking about like.
Not talking like Fitzman or Rich.
No, not talking about guys like that. Talking about like
Johnny Schramm.
The luminaries. Probably like more like I Sell Comics listeners. You know what I mean? Like, like.
How could Debbie Chen not care more for a
Debbie Chen doesn't listen to I Sell Comics.
Fucking fictional.
Well, is there a fictional character that you dig that you'd be like, you know what, I'm not that jealous that you care more for that character? Like, let's say the fucking...
That Quinn's so into him as well that he's like, you get a
maybe that Velociraptor fucking trainer.
Well, wait, like an actor in a movie?
Well, yeah, fictional character. No, a character
in a movie's different because that's an actor.
Who's one of your favorite like all time fictional characters, like James Bond or something?
Like Han Solo?
Yeah.
Okay.
If she was like, she admitted that she fantasizes more about Han Solo.
I could get it because Han Solo is basically a young Harrison Ford. Like that, I understand. But
you would think there was something wrong with her if she wasn't.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, Peter Pan.
Peter Pan's
kind of a different story.
Like the tights and the little boots.
Fictional character.
Yeah. Even Captain Hook, I'd be like, all right, he's a little bit of a badass,
I don't know. Well, I mean that's why.
Is there a character that's not so suave that you kind of dig? Like, is there maybe like
Ignatius,
or maybe Kramer from Seinfeld? If she was, would that may throw you?
Yeah, I guess. I mean,
or George.
I don't know. Peter Pan's really the best example that you can pull up.
Couldn't have thrown out.
You really hit a home run the first.
Okay, all right.
Peter Pan.
I mean, but can you just, in all seriousness, would it annoy you?
Okay, so I walk into the bathroom.
She's like,
yeah,
she definitely jumps to she's hiding something. You know immediately.
Yeah, I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah.
And I look at her iPad, and it's Peter Pan, and she's rubbing her pussy. Yeah, I'd be like,
Disney Peter Pan.
Yeah, it's Sandy Duncan.
That's hot.
So not me.
I can wear a Peter Pan hat. I swear I can change.
Yeah, I'd be like, I'll get the green tights. I
can fly.
So so desperately trying to model every aspect of my physical and mental being on fucking Peter Pan. Yeah, I would have to fucking have her. I would go to one of those exorcists. You gotta check her out.
That don't be Peter Pan, but you just found out it's a fictional character. It's not even like someone all that.
Like one of the Twilight characters. Like that's probably
right. It's Edward.
Like Edward,
from Twilight.
Right?
And she doesn't. And you didn't catch her. She just admits she's like, yeah, he really does do something for me. Don't worry about it, Brian. It's a fictional character. Stop being so obsessive.
Yeah, first the security guards. Now Peter Pan. What are you so worried about?
Always looking to be dissed.
Yeah, I'm like, what you do? I'm like, we had the all access pass. You didn't have to blow the security guards. We were set. That's what they were talking about.
Oh God.
Well, and again, don't hate the Baron for this one.
Okay.
I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to have to take responsibility for this fact.
Yeah. It's just a fact.
It's just a fact. If you can't deal with the facts,
facts are facts.
Then you don't want to hear the Baron.
Right.
50% of the people in India do not have a bathroom.
Whoa.
So if their women are into a fictional character, they're going to have to find somewhere else to rub one out.
Well, I'm even saying, like, that's
disgusting. And aren't there like 1 billion people in that country? Let me look up how many people
population
are in
of India.
That's a lot of fucking toilets.
Yeah.
You guys aren't the Jokers ain't thinking about touring India, are you?
You're huge in India.
We are. We're the #1 show on the network that we play over there. No.
When we did, Q went with me to the Eric Nagel show up. Let me just drop a name. when we did the Sirius XM thing, and he was stopped in the street by India people who like full on like tourists that said they loved them.
How long could you live without a bathroom, Q?
My God, 1.2 billion people. So you're saying 600 million people don't have a fucking
crazy.
Toilet? Where are they going? Where is this?
They're fucking
in the
rivers.
rivers?
In that river, yeah.
Oh,
that's rough.
Good Lord.
How long could you go, literally, if you're like without a bathroom?
I mean, I'm shitting outside.
Yeah.
The winters would be tough.
This is got
or in
to
a
be
pail
the most...
and chucking it out your window.
I mean, I guess you get used to anything, but
cat's litter box.
A litter box is the way to go. That's what I would do.
Can you picture yourself? I'm just trying to visualize you crouching in a litter box right now.
Right.
How on earth could you make that fucking happen?
I couldn't. I would immediately fall in with like that. Like,
well, I can't make like a makeshift like bench to sit on and hang my ass over.
Right, so now you got okay. So why don't you fucking stop working at the fucking wood shop and just go fucking hire a plumber and get a fucking bathroom?
Yeah. Well, you just threw this at me. I didn't realize it was an out. Well, that's obviously what I would do.
Well, I'm assuming there's no plumbing, right?
Yeah.
No
okay, so you're just gonna go. You're gonna rough it for. You want to make a stand. You're like, you're gonna make a statement.
Right. Solidarity with your Indian fans.
You're like, you want Americans to start donating money hardcore to start building bathrooms for people in India. And Brian Quinn from Practical Jokers, as a statement, to raise awareness.
Yes.
You have sworn that you will not use a real bathroom for a year.
Okay. What? I'm not doing it. I mean,
now that's anywhere that's public. That's like Johnny on the spots,
like Union Square. I have to fucking sidle up to a tree and just fucking drop trow.
Yeah, like or you're in Central Park. You have to go into the woods, like the little wood area.
Wipe my ass with leaves.
It's a sensation. You're on every talk. You're on every newscast.
I'm famous for this.
You're like, you're like, this is really great. What a warm human being, raising the awareness.
Can I use toilet paper or no?
Yes.
Okay.
You just got.
I just got to crumple it up and leave it.
Newspaper. You're like newspaper.
No, we didn't. It doesn't say they don't have toilet paper.
Right.
It just says they don't have the lavatory.
Yeah.
Well, what the fuck? I mean, why are you gonna why are you gonna have toilet paper then? Like, you're not gonna go in your house, probably, right?
Yeah, but you still gotta wipe your ass. You can't walk around with a shitty ass.
So you walk around with toilet paper?
Yeah, I'm sure they have some paper that they use. It may not be the traditional toilet paper.
It's not like 2-ply.
Yeah, it's not like Scott tissue, but it's
whatever
passes for what
toilet paper over there.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty terrible. Yeah. That sounds worse than getting second guessed at a Rob Zombie concert.
You want one more?
Yeah.
I haven't really gotten the rise at you that I want. I was hoping for a Q, but this one may do it.
Okay.
You're kind of dead inside after you told that fucking dinosaur story. You shot your load. In the UK,
I feel okay.
this is your home. This is your adopted land.
All right.
You may want to disown them.
No, never.
You must legally report a road accident involving a dog, but not one involving a cat.
Oh, that's not right. Why that? Doesn't say.
Does not say.
Oh,
Baron doesn't get into specifics.
That does make me.
Which mean the book doesn't get into specifics.
That does make me change my thinking about the UK a little bit.
Why do you think they put that law into place?
I probably.
Says a lot.
I think his dogs are considered more valuable property than cats.
Yeah.
Hunting dogs they have over there.
Yeah, they're big into like chasing foxes and shit still. I can't believe they still do that.
So weird. It's just tearing apart poor foxes for sport.
It's the royals, right? Or a high society, highfalutin jerk-offs.
Bunch of assholes up there in the upper crust.
I don't get it, man. I don't get it.
I didn't know you. Do you have to report a road accident here in America if you hit a dog?
I don't know. Probably because if they count as someone's property, you can't just run over people's property and not.
Like if you ran over their garbage can, I guess legally you'd probably have to tell them. So if you hit their dog,
yeah.
I always feel bad whenever I see like of course you see tons of roadkill, but whenever I see like a cat or rarely a dog, but a cat, I always feel like somewhere somebody's waiting for that cat to come home, and I hate it. I hate that feeling.
Yeah.
Very rarely do I see like domestic animals.
Not that much. It's usually like raccoons, possums, skunks sometimes.
And deer.
I hit a deer on Staten Island about 3 weeks ago.
Did you?
Fucking broke my heart.
You hit one?
Yeah. And
you weren't injured?
I wasn't going, thankfully I wasn't going very fast. I did get up and go. Like I knocked it down and got up and go, but it came the fuck out of nowhere. There was no damage to my car or anything like that. And the deer, but I was like,
that's pretty it's amazing, right? You hit it, it didn't get hurt, and there was no damage.
Well, I knocked it down. I'm sure it got fucking banged up. And then it just
knocked for a loop.
Yeah, and then just took off, and I was like, it just ruined. Like, I just can still see the fucking hooves going over, you know what I mean, and shit like that. Like, it was just a horrible moment in my life. I hated it so much. And then I went home, and then I was in my house. Then I was like, what if it's just in the woods a little bit and it's hurt? I don't know what I can do, but I can't. So I drove back, and I fucking poked around the woods for a little bit, but I didn't see it anywhere.
You actually got out of the car?
Yeah.
And let's say it was like it just was kind of limping, you would go over to it and try to touch it?
Well, if it was standing up and limping, then there's nothing I can do. But if it was laying on its side, I figured maybe I can call animal control.
You don't want to touch it because they have those Lyme disease ticks all over.
Yeah, but my fear was that if I hurt it enough that it was just lying there suffering all night before it died, I was like, I can't have that.
You just beat it to death with a crowbar.
Yeah, so I took a cinder block with me. No, but I figured I can call like animal control or something, but thankfully it wasn't to be seen.
You couldn't find it?
I looked too for like 10 minutes.
How long did you look?
About 10 minutes. About 10 minutes. I'm no tracker.
There's not. How many deer are there?
A lot.
Oh, there are a lot.
There's
now.
a lot.
There's a
now.
lot.
Yeah.
Did they say they swam over?
They swam over, and now they're everywhere. You can see them by my house even, and I'm in a pretty populated area. I was driving down Highland Boulevard, which is like the main strip, so there's houses and shops everywhere, and there was a buck with antlers and shit in the middle of Highland Boulevard. So I stopped my car and I chased it into the I'm going to die from a fucking deer, and I chased it into the woods.
And now, are they doing anything to try to curtail the population?
No, I don't think it's that. There's a lot of land on Staten Island. I think it's okay for now, but it's just surprising because growing up, they never were any there.
Yeah, they repopulate fairly quickly. There's a lot by us too, and not that much woods. Like not that.
I see them on the Parkway when I drive home a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're always standing on the side.
Yeah.
That's why I don't like driving at night. I'm always afraid one's going to jet out.
That's what happened to me. It fucking ran. There was just no way. It was like 1 second it was there, and the next second it was just in front of my car. It was crazy.
Have you ever hit an animal? Well,
I've never. Thank God, no. I've never hit an animal.
Me neither. Yeah, fucking knockwood.
For a person.
Well, that time you and I were driving to California, we ran over that raccoon.
Oh God, yeah. Oh, that was awful.
That was horrible.
We stopped. We
stopped that night. We just stopped and went to bed.
We were so fucking depressed. Yeah, we pulled over like literally 5 minutes later.
Yeah, that was a rough one.
Just went to bed.
Poor raccoon.
Here we go. What a fucking low energy number 250.
Well, I got a couple of things that'll choose. One, that documentary that I'm trying to get off the ground is still. Please still donate. It's called Turn Towards the Sun. It's on Indiegogo. So far, we have about 4,000, which is I didn't know what I was expecting, but I thought it would be more than 4,000. Yeah. But I understand it's not. You know what I mean? It's people give what they give. And I'm appreciative for everything we got. But still going on for another 25 days. So if you could see it in your heart, even $1 gets you like the podcast, the interview podcast we're doing for it. I would appreciate it.
The Get 'em Steve Dave auction TSD petty bag Get 'em auction for his tooth to raise the tooth money is going to go off by the time this probably drops. It'll have the first auction to raise the money will have been completed. And I wanted to let you know that I actually heard from Get 'em, and I'm wondering if there's maybe a little payback going on here because he sent me a pretty irate email.
Whoa!
I texted Q if he could retweet a link to the auction, and he said he would, but I've looked through his Twitter feed 2 times, and there is no retweets or tweets about it.
It's not enough that you gave him a bag. Wow. Okay. Why are you doing this?
Is there a chance you can ask him to do it again just to be sure? And I'm not saying, and I'm phrasing that as angry. It's all the inflection. Because I texted Q if he could retweet a link to the auction. He said he did.
Oh, now he texted.
He said he did. But I've looked through his Twitter feed 2 times. But
he's a liar.
And there is no retweets or tweets about it. Is there a chance you could ask him to do it again just to be sure? I would swear the Quinn... Oh, I'm not going to read that. Okay.
What did he say? All right.
How
much is it up to?
$150 some.
How the fucking more does he think he's going to get for it?
I guess he just wants awareness, Q.
Look, I love Get 'em. You know I do, and I want him to get his teeth, and I will work to get it done. But right now, all my focus is on this documentary. I don't want to bang people over the head and ask for like this and that and that. You know what I mean?
Oh, so we're not going to do the second.
Oh, we are going to do that. Yeah.
So the second week of the Get 'em Steve Dave tooth auction.
This is truly a listen. And also, I'm going to say it. I don't care if Get 'em likes it or not. If you have to pick one or the other, please do the documentary. Like, please, like it's just a different thing. But that being said, here we are putting our efforts towards Get 'em's teeth, and I've brought in, which is really a unique item.
Okay, do you want that, Walt? Like, you see that puck, or you like mine?
I would if I didn't already have a lot of signed pucks already. Right.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, that one was used on that's like a twofer because that was used on.
Explain what it is. You haven't told them what.
What we have here is
up for auction this week to help
is a
raise
New Jersey Devils
money.
puck that was used on the TV show Impractical Jokers that had hit Sal and I.
This one's actually touched your body.
That one has touched my body. That's right, Walter. So it's a screen-used prop from Impractical Jokers.
There's a lot of TSD/IJ fans come in here,
right?
Females, and they just cannot stop saying they would love to own something that touched your body. Now's their chance.
There it is. There it is, and that was that's been on my desk.
People ever say that about me? Yeah. Not that much.
No.
That was one of the ones. On the
so never.
That particular puck was one of the ones that hit me because I picked it up after the ice.
This is where did it hit you? That's important. Where did it hit you? Anywhere in the regions?
Yeah, it hit me right in my gonads. Yes, right in my balls. That one hit me.
Ooh, that's sure to raise the money.
Androgynous zones. And your dick puss, did it happen to hit you there?
In my cisgenders. But it doesn't stop there, Walt.
Oh, there's more.
You want to read? You want to tell them what else is there?
It looks like 2 postcards with some Devil players in the front. One by a Stanley Cup winner, Grant Marshall, and Colin White. 2-time Stanley Cup winner.
That's right.
Why haven't you signed the puck, Hugh? That's what
if the winner of the auction wants me to sign the puck, I'll be happy to.
They're going to want to.
Well, I just figured as a sports memorabilia, they might not want that. I didn't know.
Yes.
Happy to do it if the winner wants me to.
I always forget it now.
Why?
Okay. So Walt can send it out the second.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's just sign it. Let's just sign it.
All right. So
It's
signed. I'll sign it on the back.
Yes, that's what I was going to say.
There we
Sign
go.
right
So
there.
you can display it without my signature.
And if you really wanted to get rid of it, you can get rid of it.
That's right. They signed all these items for me, and I'm giving these up for Giddim's teeth.
It's a worthy cause.
Sure, why not?
So check it out, and that's going to be under Giddim Steve Dave Tooth Auction TSD Devil's Puck.
Wow.
There you go. I won't be here next week. The following week I'll be back.
Yeah, but Walt's going away, and I'm going down to Orlando.
Oh wow!
Did you when you went to SeaWorld, right?
No, I won't go to SeaWorld.
You won't go to SeaWorld, huh?
Oh.
He's a principled guy.
I gotta get.
I go to Jurassic Park though.
Yeah, yeah. Jurassic Park's okay. I got to get one of those behind the scenes tours with Sage. Show her the sharks and shit.
Yeah, fuck them whales. I'm with
free.
Go over it.
You could swing that one too.
Yeah, why don't you have lunch? Why don't you have lunch with fucking Shamu and see how that works out for you?
I don't need SeaWorld security gathering around wondering if I should be behind the scenes.
Oh, Steve Dave. Happy birthday.
Oh.
Was it a birthday? Would you consider it a birthday?
An anniversary.
Why not? Yeah, happy anniversary. Whatever. Be glad you have a fucking toilet.
Go! I got close to you at the edge of the world. I crossed through the barrier and all the lines were burned. I reached for your hand and just felt sure. So please allow with me as we crash and burn. You got to pull the plug with me as we plunge into oblivion. And be here, be here, be here. Put your hands in the air and kiss this goodbye. And be here, be here, be here. You hung it up for a better tomorrow. For the spaces between our textual hearts. So emo with me against the status quo. And please allow with me as we crash and burn. Crash it, crash it, crash it, crash it, crash it, crash it, crash it. You got to pull the plug with me as we plunge into oblivion. And be here, be here, be here. Put your hands in the air and kiss this goodbye. And be here, be here, be here. Pull the plug with me as we plunge into oblivion. And be here, be here, be here. Put your hands in the air and kiss this goodbye. And be here, be here, be here. They're coming, get me out. 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 We can't let nobody stop. Please love me till we run out. We can't let nobody stop. Please love me, love me, love me, love me. You got to pull the plug with me as we plunge into oblivion. And be here, be here, be here. Put your hands in the air and kiss this goodbye. And be here, be here, be here. Pull the plug with me as we plunge into oblivion. And be here, be here, be here. Put your hands in the air and kiss this goodbye. And be here, be here, be here. Oh yeah.
This has been a production of Smodco Internet Radio. Sir, only at smodcast.com.